Hey, what's up? I'm back, and this time with a change of scenery. I thought it would be nice to have a little bit of a change of pace, maybe a change of background, which is why I'm not sitting at my desk. Instead, I'm sitting on my couch in front of my gray curtains. Do you like them? Should I keep it this way for future videos, or should I go back? This video is not about my backdrop or my background or my couch or my desk. It is about holiday gifts for you and your friends and your loved ones. Oh, by the way, I don't think I did like an intro or told you who I am to any new people out there that are just finding me. I'm Jackelyn, and I'm your guide to cool products. So I recently asked on my Instagram if there was anything in particular that you would like to see me review for you. If there were products that you were thinking about purchasing for yourself or for a loved one, but you would like to see a review first. A lot of you said that you were interested in my tech reviews, that you really like them, which I think is really funny, and that you want more gadgety kind of stuff because that's what you're looking for the holidays, which makes sense. All of us are spending a lot of time on our computers or tablets or phone lately, and a lot of people also requested chargers, a review for chargers. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. Now, I am an Apple user. All my products, well, no, hold on, let's back it up. Most of my products are Apple products. I have a MacBook that I use, I have an iPhone that I use, I have an iPad. So I mostly have the chargers that come with all those devices, which happen to be Apple. A lot of people already know all about the Apple products and the Apple chargers, but some people are looking for brand new chargers that might be faster, that might be an upgrade, or maybe you just lost yours and you need a new one. Whatever the case may be, it is time for a brand new charger, and have I got one for you. After doing my research, I decided on the Anker charger. This happens to be an iPhone fast charging essentials kit that comes with a bunch of stuff inside, but the one in particular that I am going to be checking out and reviewing for you today is this bad guy. This is a 60-watt double port charger for pretty much every single device. And one of the reasons why I decided to go with this one is because it is a reputable brand. Anker is actually even featured on the Apple website, so they back it themselves. This is compatible with pretty much all your Apple devices. One of the things I like about this charger is very much like the Apple charger. This little part here goes down and flips back up. Another thing I'm into, which I was not aware of at first, is this little duck head. I think this is called a duck head, right? I don't know. Is removable. The reason why that is so cool is because if you are a world traveler, then you can just remove this duck head, I hope I'm calling it the right name, otherwise it's so weird, and put a new one on so that it is compatible for wall plugs, let's say in Europe or anywhere else that you might be traveling that do not take these kind of plugs. Another reason why I went with this charger is because, like I said, it's 60 watts. That's a lot of power. Most of the chargers that come with your devices range between 5 watts, like some of the old little nano chargers, up to maybe like 20 watts max. I don't know, maybe 12 watts, not 60 watts. So if you want a lot more power, then you get that with this guy. The brand Anker has a ton of different models, and one of the things that they are known for is multiple ports. This one in particular has 2 ports, which means you can charge 2 devices at the same time. The ports that are available on this one that I chose are both USB-C ports, but they have a wide range of different ones. You can get 2 USB or 1 USB and 1 USB-C. Whatever you may need depending on the device you have. This kit happens to come with the cords that I need in order to charge all my devices. So for instance, it comes with a USB-C to USB-C cord, which is what charges my MacBook, but it also comes with a USB-C to Lightning cord, which is what I use to charge my iPad and my iPhone. By the way, every single one of these things are available separately in Amazon or on the Anker website. I'll put all the links below. There's also a cool little light indicator that lets you know it's plugged in and it's working. I never know if my chargers are actually plugged in all the way, getting power and working, the ones from Apple, because they don't have a little indicator that shows that. These ones do. Last but not least, you will notice the coolest thing. I think this is the coolest thing, but a little IQ3 symbol on this charger. That's because they patented their technology, and it's like this smart technology that is able to detect what devices are plugged in and then separate the power evenly or disperse the power so that they're both getting the power that they need. Does that make sense? There's a whole chart that they put out that kind of explains it. I can put a picture of the chart here for you to see it. But basically, if you only have one device plugged in, it'll send all the power to that one device. If you have two devices plugged in, then it'll evenly disperse the power or give more power to the one that's USB-C and a little bit less power to the one that's USB. I don't know. It's smart. This thing is smart. This thing's got brains. But like all my reviews, I decided to test it out for you so you don't just take my word for it, but you can actually see it working. With that being said, I decided to test out my phone because I use my phone often and it's a thing that I charge probably the most. And I also decided to use it on my iPad because my son's iPad runs out of battery constantly, and we are always having to charge it because we use it for his school, for Zoom. We also use it for Roblox. We just use it for everything. So the iPad and the phone are the two devices that I will be testing on this Anker charger. And I will be comparing it to this charger, which is an Apple charger that came with one of my devices that I got a while ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember which device it came with or when I got it, but this is the one I use on a nightly basis. By the way, I looked it up and this charger is 12 watts. The way I set up this whole experiment was I plugged in my iPhone first to this original Apple charger and then just set a timer for 15 minutes and I can go check to see how much it was charged every 15 minutes until it was done. I started charging at 6:20 a.m. and it was about 100% charged at 7:50 a.m., which means it took an hour and a half to fully charge my iPhone on this 12-watt Apple charger. I then ran the battery all the way down and decided to try the same experiment, but this time using the Anker charger. I started charging my iPhone, which was completely out of batteries at 11:15, and it took until 12:45, about 12:45-ish, for it to fully charge, which means it took 1.5 hours again. This was actually super surprising to me, so I tried for a third time to run my battery all the way down, and this time tried charging it with the Anker charger and then use my original Apple cord to see if it would make a difference. Again, it took an hour and a half, which blew my mind. So of course, I decided to run the battery down and try it one more time. This time I plugged in two devices. I plugged in my computer and I also plugged in my iPhone so that both the ports were being used at the same time to see if it made any difference. And again, it didn't. It took exactly an hour and a half for my phone to fully charge. I called my brother, who is like the tech guru, tech master, and I asked him why this is the case. He said it's probably because the iPhone itself has a very small battery, therefore it doesn't need a ton of wattage in order for it to charge. Also, he came up with the theory that Apple may have put some kind of limit to the wattage that can be used on the iPhone so that it doesn't overheat or it doesn't explode when it is being charged, which kind of makes sense. So I decided to move on to the iPad and see if it made any difference. Now I have one of those big iPads and it usually takes a long time for it to charge. I started by running down the battery completely, just like I did with my iPhone. I plugged in the same Apple charger into the same outlet to see how long it would take to fully charge. I started this process at 4:40 in the afternoon, and it took until 8:15 at night, or about 8:15-ish, to fully charge the iPad. That is what I'm talking about. My iPad takes forever. As a matter of fact, it took about 3.5 hours. So I then ran down the battery again, and this time plugged it into the Anker. And this is where I saw a huge difference, and this is why I think my brother was correct about the iPhone. With this Anker charger, it only took 2 hours. It shaved off a whole hour and a half, which is crazy and incredible, and exactly what I would expect out of a 60-watt charger. So this works. I'm telling you, I tested it out. I took days and hours of testing, and this thing works. A 60-watt, 2-port Anker charger is selling for about $38 right now, whereas a 60-watt Apple charger that only has 1 port and no smart technology is selling for $70. So like, which one are you gonna go for? So this right here is one of my picks for the perfect holiday gift for your tech buddy or yourself. I am going to put the links in my description to the 2-port 60-watt Anker charger, as well as the Anker Nano, and the USB-C to Lightning cable, and the USB-C to USB-C cable. Pretty much everything I have. I'll put all the links in the description, so just go check it out. If you enjoyed this video and you like reviews and you want to see more possible holiday gifts, then maybe you should think about subscribing to my channel. So you could just click that little red subscribe button. You can also turn on notifications so that you never miss a video. And if you like this video, you could give it a thumbs up. Also included in my description is a link to my Amazon shop, where I just keep everything that I have ever reviewed, including all the products that I love and use on a day-to-day basis, so you could go check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time, next Friday, for, excuse me, did I just burp on camera? For my next review. Bye.